First of all, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Okay. Let's see.
Great.
Okay.
Got him.
Just 800 people already. Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you guys like our books?
This is just casually how we do our lives from now on.
Super cash.
Yeah, it's no big deal. We didn't rent a cabin just
No,
for the live.
not either.
Not at all. We would never. Welcome. This is our first Instagram live and obviously first Tarlos live of the new year. So happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year,
Hey,
Rafa. It's my first time seeing you. In the new
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Look very different from 2020.
Yeah, I do. I'm much more fabulous now.
Yeah, the hat gives it away. All right.
What hat? This thing?
Yeah,
This
no,
little thing?
That was just part of it, right?
It's small. Hello, everybody. First of all, 911 Lone Star premieres tomorrow.
Who's excited? Who's excited? Woo, woo, woo! Let's do it, guys. It's been a long ass fucking journey, and can I say how proud we are to be part of first a monumental show that not only portrays we watch these beautiful movies of superheroes and they get a lot accomplished and we learn about love and inclusivity, etc. But there's something different about actually portraying everyday superheroes that are not glorified and that that do their job silently because they love it. That's their heartbeat. So, and by that I mean firefighters, all first responders, EMT, police officers,
Especially after the year we had.
Especially after the year we had, and especially at 911 Lone Star. We've been doing an incredible fucking job. An incredible job of taking care of each other, and especially with COVID, following protocols, and that's the reason why we're going back into production tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Same day we premiere. It's very magical.
I think that's a power move right there, and like we're still going, and as far as I know, and knock on wood, we're gonna keep going, strongly because we got to take care of each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say the premiere is it's a perfect episode. It's unbelievable. I can't even be chill about it. It's so good. It is so good. This guy's okay. I think I'm whatever. But ladies and gentlemen,
that's why you guys are tuning in for okay and whatever right here. Okay and whatever.
Torres, watch out. Watch out for Tommy Vega. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
She's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah. You thought you saw a hurricane season 1. Watch out for season 2. She's the hurricane itself. She's the hurricane
Tommy
itself.
Vega is a hurricane.
Woo!
This feels good.
This feels good. Like interacting with you guys,
Yes.
seeing the numbers go up. Let's go. Come on.
I think, oh my God, Rob, this is the most we've ever had on a live.
It is. It is.
Like actually watching live.
It is.
We have 1,200 amazing, beautiful humans right now.
Thank you so
1240.
much for wherever you
1249.
are. Wherever you are, thank you so much for
Can I get a 12, 60, 60? Can I get a 12, 70, 70, 70? Can I get a 12, 50, 50?
dumbass right here. Wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for tuning in,
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Because we know you're from all over the world. A lot of people
Yes.
are missing sleep because of this. A lot of people are taking off work, off of just normal stuff. So thank you. Oh, we got a 12, 60. Can we get a 12, 70, 70, 70? Can we get a 12, 70? Thank you guys. We love you so much. So much of this is for you guys, especially right now. I know a lot of you are locked in your houses and it's been, such a long quarantine.
Yeah.
So the fact that we could do this for you guys and, it adds even, like an hour of entertainment and a distraction from the real world.
Yeah.
This is why we do this. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, always.
And you guys, we always have you in mind. Always. Like when we go to work, we're focused, but we also just go, on the side and totally gossip about how much you guys are gonna freak out with certain scenes.
Like if there's a scene or even like a line I'll go to Rafa and be like, "Ooh, that's gonna be a good GIF."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, you guys are gonna tear this scene up.
Yeah.
Did you notice my amazing tease of our two scenes on Twitter?
Yes.
Someone made like a mural of all the shots that have been.
Oh yeah,
From the promos.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
Ronan's been teasing that there's two scenes that are going to be the new police station scene and the new dinner scene. And I just tweeted, these ain't.
These
them."
aren't them. Yeah, I saw them.
We haven't even seen those promos yet.
Oh, you think I don't think they're good. Are they going to put like a promo out about those two scenes? I don't know. Those are two.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Special. They're fun.
Can't tell you what episode it's in or when or why or how or when, but
Yeah.
Oh, we got a 1284. Can we get a 1290? Can we get 1300? Let's just
go 13.
Let's go 13.
Whatever.
So we have questions.
Yes, we do have questions. Questions that
red wine. Oh, we got a 1290, 1294. Let's get to 1300.
And these are questions that you guys submitted. Thank you so much for everyone that submitted questions. Thank you so much for
hundreds of questions. Oh my god.
Social media team had a blast going through them, and we are once again we can't thank you enough for the support, for the love that you guys show the show, for Tarlos. But just a reminder too, this is like a group effort. Tarlos exists because of the 126 and all of what 126 is, and
you guys.
And exactly you guys.
It started with that first trailer. I'll never forget. November.
He ran to me. We were on set. Remember?
We were at lunch.
We were at lunch.
And I couldn't believe my eyes. And I just, all the notifications started exploding.
Yeah.
And Raphael was like, "What's up?" I was like, "You need to watch this trailer right now."
Yeah.
And it's us barging through the door. And literally, that day, Tarlos was born.
Yeah. People already started putting Tarlos together.
Such a good name.
You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Okay. All right.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. So, we're going to start with some questions. Some questions that you asked Tarlos, asked us personally. And honestly, I'm really impressed with the questions. These are very good questions.
And a lot of them are new and fresh. So if you feel like we're not doing your question, it might have been because we've heard it many, many times before.
Exactly.
And we want to give new people a chance to ask new questions.
Exactly.
And to freshen it up.
Exactly.
Like
Good.
my outfit.
Yeah. That's a different... Here's okay and here's whatever. This is whatever. Okay? All right. The first question. Okay, so... What do you love most about portraying LGBTQIA plus first responders?
First responders is the key word.
Yes. First responders. I'll go first.
Okay.
Because you're reaching for your wine. You're about to take a sip. Okay. What do I love most about portraying LGBTQIA plus first responders? Well, first, I feel like, as a millennial and growing up watching, films and television and American television mostly. When I moved to the U.S. specifically, as a queer person, you kind of look for characters. You look for queer characters to admire, to fall in love with, to befriend on TV because you want to feel seen, and and playing an LGBTQIA plus character in itself, for me, it feels very imperative to utilize, my voice to honestly, just to how do I phrase this? Almost to make me feel like I am enough to be doing the job that I am doing at that moment, because for the longest time I was looking for that character on TV, or I just wanted to see myself on TV because I, as a queer person, I wanted to feel like I was enough as well. And now that I get to portray that character, for me it's just like, yes, this is like my own personal ownership. This is my comeback to that little kid in the past who felt like he wasn't enough. This is my no, I'm enough, so much so that I'm on TV, and I'm portraying a first responder, a cop, right? Yeah. And what that environment is like for an LGBTQI person, of the history of of being that type of first responder, and what does my character look like in that environment, and how much he cares, and how much he just doesn't care. Not afraid to banter with his now boyfriend in front of his colleagues.
You love it.
Yeah, exactly. See, so there needs to be that ownership. So for me, it feels liberating.
And that's the word right there. I just read an article that in 2020, LGBTQIA plus characters saw actually a drastic drop in representation. And funny enough, there are 4 major producers portraying these characters on television. And obviously the leading candidate is Ryan Murphy. Yeah. So not only are we underrepresented, and these characters are underrepresented on television, especially primetime network television. Yeah. You'll definitely see more of this community in cable and streaming, because they feel so for some reason that like that's where you can portray it, and it's it's a little edgy, and it's it's like pushing the boundaries, but there's nothing edgy about it. It's completely normal, and I think that's what's so beautiful about our show is that it was completely normalized. There was no dramatic coming out story with any of these characters. And the most important thing, I think, is that we're showing it in the first responder world, which you rarely see, especially with firemen and police, who have this sort of stigma of being, manly, and there's a
macho,
and there's a machismo element to first responders that, no one would ever think that, like, there's gay men in these communities, but there very much is. And I say this all the time. I've had so many people not only come out of the closet, as you say, to me, but also reveal their pain of being gay in these communities for decades. Grown men, 50-year-old men, 60-year-old men, they've been firefighters, they're police officers, and they still feel like they have to hide their true identity because of this weird stigma that's going on in these communities. So the fact that we're portraying this in a truthful, honest, beautiful way, and not over dramatized or this thing that we've seen before. It's been completely normalized. The characters are beautiful and rich and layered, and it feels like it's okay, of course these characters exist. Yeah. So I think that's the beauty and the importance of our characters, and the importance of these writers giving us the chance to even portray these characters on primetime network television, which more people have access to than any streaming or cable program out there. So it makes it more accessible. So that way, more people are able to see themselves on screen, feel heard finally, feel represented, and feel understood. And like I always say, a lot of people for the first time ever are seeing themselves on our show, which is crazy. That's the greatest honor you could ask for as an actor or as a writer, as a director. So that's hands down why it's so crucial to show these kind of characters. And I think sort of this could be the blueprint of shows in the future to see that not only does it work, but people want to see this, People want to see themselves, man. People don't want to feel like they're not represented on television. So it's such a beautiful position to be in, and we're gonna only keep diving deeper with these characters. Yeah. I mean, Tarlos is changing the narrative of what it means to be gay as a first responder. Oh my God, for sure. Tarlos, the writers, us with our own perspective and how we see things and what we believe in. I think I think there's also this point of enlightening the fact that there has been a narrative in first place, because a lot of us just grew up in the world thinking, this is what it is. And then we grew up with this, this little discomfort inside, knowing that this is not exactly how we feel. But then when we do see people, very, first responders, normal people, everyday citizens, actually, being themselves and being themselves happily, that's, I feel like that's imperative. But, everything that he said, everything that he said. Okay. Second question. Sorry.
Yes.
Well, one more thing. I think, and this is sort of like a layered on top of this question. I think the beauty of Tarlos in this question is that not only are we showing gay a gay cop and a gay fireman, we're showing a couple intertwined with those two worlds. Like, we're showing a relationship in this community, which is bonkers. It's bonkers, you know? It was really, we were really pushing the boundaries with just showing these characters separately, but to put them in a beautiful, layered, emotional relationship, that, I think that's the magic right there, you know, especially a cop and a fireman. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
Yes, that. And with that, we're going to go to second question.
Yes.
How has acting or the environment climate changed from filming season 1 to filming season 2?
Climate change? What?
Yeah.
sorry.
How has acting...
Wrong Instagram live.
Or stupid. How has acting or the environment climate,
Yes.
changed from filming season 1 to filming season 2?
Yeah.
Is there more pressure to be inclusive? If so, how do you two deal with the pressure?
That question, first of all, is not for us. And there is no question. I mean, there is no pressure, I think, from the writer's perspective, because this is what they do, you know? Whenever you have Ryan Murphy and Tim Minear leading the charge, there is no pressure, because you're always pushing the boundaries regardless. So they sort of have that box checked, and it's what they know, and it's what they're brilliant at writing. So I doubt there's any pressure in that. And also, I don't really like the word pressure. I've gotten a few of these questions. I think it's a responsibility. I think there's definitely a responsibility, and I think they're making it. I think they're living up to the responsibility, and they're doing it honorably. And then as for has the climate of shooting changed? Yeah, and that's because of COVID. I think that's really the only thing that has changed shooting. It's, you know, everybody's in masks, everybody's in face shields. We're separated in zones. We don't have the same sort of freedom to, you know, hang out with people and talk and hug and shake hands, and, you know, so that element of it has changed drastically. But I think what's beautiful about, you know, how productions have handled COVID is that when it comes to the work and we're on set and the cameras are rolling, we are able to focus on the work and our characters, and in that sense, nothing has changed. You know, in between takes, you might put your mask on, but we're able to focus on the work and the story and the character, and I'm very glad that aspect hasn't changed.
Yeah. I mean, like Ronan said, the with COVID, everything's changed filming wise, but we have really, you know, very responsible and diligent crew members who go further, you know, who go above and beyond to make sure that when we're on set, that when we have to, you know, be vulnerable with each other, that we can do that without the worry of COVID. So everyone's like wearing masks, shields, whatever, gloves, whatever they feel comfortable with, and following the protocol. But especially but going back to the inclusive portion of the question, you know, it's Ryan Murphy, Tim Minear, you know, Brad Beaker. These are, you know, showrunners, executive producers that are known to keep pushing the limit. Whatever limit there is, they're like, whatever, let's just go above that. So the inclusivity portion of the show, I think we can say that we're I mean, it's just portraying real life people, you know. It's just, you know, it's just trying to portray real life, you know. Yeah. He had more to contribute with that question. Okay, what would be the swerve. Okay, what would be the theme song of TK's life and Carlos's life? What about Ronan, Raphael? What is your theme song, Ronan?
Oh my God. As Ronan or TK?
Both. Do they intertwine? Are they one?
No, they probably have a slightly different music choice. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, I think for TK, it'd be... Man, I don't know.
Me neither.
I would... Because there's such, like, deep Frank Ocean songs that I've always referenced to, and I, like, really started listening to him extra much when I started started diving into TK.
I feel like for me, I'm more relaxed. For Raphael, relaxed. I don't know if you guys ever. I love Jack Johnson. Do you know Jack Johnson?
Of course.
Jack Johnson, this Hawaiian musician,
Good
singer. So like relaxed. He takes a different perspective in the world. For Carlos, I don't know. I feel like Carlos is very much into Mexican and Southern music, and he's a Texan. He's a Texan boy.
Yeah.
As much as
Close
much
to his roots.
Yeah.
I think for I don't know about TK. I there's like a combination, but I think for Ronan it'd be and I have it tattooed on my body, so it must mean something. But I think Scar Tissue by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the location of that tattoo is unknown. That's why you haven't seen it.
God. Okay. All right. This is a good question. Next one.
Yes.
What have you both learned from each other?
Absolutely nothing. How to be a horrible actor. That's what I've learned.
Wow. Truth comes out, you guys. Thank you. And with that,
This is going wonderfully. We're just chilling on 1400.
yes. Amen.
You guys, this is like, there's like major football games going on, and this is much better.
This is a lot better. No, don't tell them. Okay. I'm gonna answer the question. What have I learned from Ronan? Do not get your hopes up.
I'm all ears.
Do not get your hopes up.
It's a good question. This is my favorite question.
Yeah.
Good question.
Okay. First of all, there's a difference between working with a colleague than working with a friend. I think I may be very wrong. I may find out today. But as from the chemistry, I know we often go back to this conversation, but the chemistry read between Carlos and TK,
man.
It was great. But it was also the fact that as we progressed shooting the show, just a natural friendship occurred, and it's very different shooting vulnerable scenes with someone who's just there for the job, and that's okay too. Who's there, to get the scene done, to just to get work done. But then there's something different between that and shooting, working with a friend, working with someone who you can just try being a little bit crazy with, and they'll respond with the same energy. They won't respond and otherwise. They won't respond otherwise. So I guess what I'm trying to say is finding the confidence and finding the freedom, and that it's okay to just to be free, because this guy, he's been doing this longer than I have, and he's, when he goes on set, he's just free, he's just himself, and that's something that I also had to adjust doing, and kind of like just really pay attention and not follow the footsteps, but pay attention to the things that it's okay to do, and it's okay to be. Just that sort of freedom, and ownership of that freedom. And that's something that I saw him do, and I was like, oh, it's okay for me to do that as well. Mm-hmm. It's okay to speak and to have an opinion, agree, disagree, make it better. Going back to the friendship and shooting with a friend and having all these scenes with a friend. Dare to be daring, to be honest. I feel like this is what take a risk and all that. I'm done now. Go ahead. I'm all ears.
All right. So, what's the next question?
Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
There's something that I think I respect the most about a fellow actor or actress, and that is, I think, aside from everything, is the dedication and care for what we do. Because look, we're not performing heart surgery. We're not rocket scientists. We're not curing cancer.
Not yet.
Not yet. However, we do have a sort of duty and responsibility to grow up with people sometimes. To enter people's living rooms, enter people's personal and intimate spaces, and really live with people sometimes. And I think that is a gigantic responsibility and a beautiful sort of honor that we get as actors, especially when we're, on a project that people connect to so deeply. And from the moment I met Raphael, and this is your first major job, which is bananas. I cannot imagine this being the way you sort of like bust through the door. I'd have a panic attack every single day of my life. Raphael's care and discipline that he carries, and I think just sort of the awareness of what the show could be, what this character means, and then as time passed, realizing what this character means to you guys. And he has taken that sort of weight and responsibility and has treated it as a true gentleman and a professional. And there is not a day that goes by where, Raphael comes in with a sort of a different attitude, or things have changed now that we've seen that the show, is a hit and people love it, and, you get attention and you get all this stuff. It is the same attitude from day one. And that's something that I look forward to when I work with someone, and that is my highest level of respect. If you truly care and give a shit about what we do, and you treat it honorably and with respect, and you don't sort of fuck off and you're not a prick, that for me is the greatest colleague or scene partner that I could ask for. Just give a shit, and from day one, Raphael has, and it has not changed since, and I doubt it will, because that's just Raphael as a person, and that carries into Raphael the actor, and I think that's also a big part of it. And that I want to say thank you, and I am so honored and humbled to have you as a predominant scene partner, because I know that when we yell cut, you are still a super professional, and you treat the job with respect, you treat people with respect, you treat this sort of like sacred environment that we have with respect, and that's all I look for. So thank you.
You freaking rascal. Look at you. I could get used to this all day. Keep going.
Since day one. Since day one.
No, thank you. I echo the same.
That's all I ask for. I don't care if you don't know your lines. That's just treat it with some decency and respect, and know that what we're doing is, it's pretty amazing, and it's a very fortunate job. So, have that awareness. Please don't let your ego swallow your whole being. So I really admire that about you.
Thank you. Thank you. Likewise.
Seriously.
I can't put it as eloquently as he can, but likewise.
Thank you.
All right, so we have a bunch of questions, and we're at like 12:30 already, so I'm just going to go through several.
And we're doing a full hour, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are. Okay. Okay. If you see a question that you also like, just...
This is good.
What?
It's It smells good.
I do. So, here's the thing. You can't wear cologne because it's an industry thing. You can't wear cologne very often.
I have so much cologne, huh?
No, yes, you do. But the thing, like in our industry, like if you go to the lot or to work, I it's just a thing. It's just a known thing in the industry. You don't wear cologne. Auditions, you don't wear cologne.
Yeah, auditions sometimes there's a sign that says no perfume,
no,
please.
or like no scented lotion, and that's so all my colognes that I have, they're still at the top. So I'm like, I need to fucking wear this. I'm cursing stuff. Okay.
I don't know. I've had one.
I have a potty mouth.
I've had one cursing. It's very impressive.
I do. Okay. What has playing the characters taught you about yourself?
Oh wow,
that's a great question.
I don't even know if we've ever had that question before, which seems like such a common question.
Yeah.
What has playing the character taught you about yourself?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
I'll attempt.
Okay.
I'll attempt.
I think I have an answer.
I'll attempt. Wait, do you have an answer?
I think so.
Okay, then you go, because I'm still thinking of mine. I was gonna think through mine. I was gonna make a mess out of this thing.
I think, in a way, and I hope this doesn't sound like I'm sort of tooting my own horn, but in a way, I've learned that I have sort of the mental capacity to, understand sort of this responsibility that we have as actors as well as people. Because, I've never been a part of something that has had this major sort of reaction and have this like deep love for a character. And, I have grown to love it and actually quite enjoy it. And I'm glad that is sort of what bloomed, because sometimes it can be the opposite and people could sort of like, hide away or run away from that. But I really admire sort of the reaction that you guys have to our characters in the show. And believe me, I'm a fan of the show. You guys know this, and I'm a major fan of Tarlos. So the fact that I could sort of be excited with you guys, and be excited about the characters and the storylines, and I mean, I could talk about our show all day. I could talk about scenes all day. And I do this thing where I don't read any scene that I'm not in because I want to watch every Monday as a fan, and I want to know what happened for the first time, So I'm glad that I was sort of able to hone that in and handle it, mentally, because sometimes it can be a lot, and I've learned to really, really enjoy it and interacting with you guys and reading all the comments and seeing all the artwork and seeing all the memes and GIFs, and I find that so awesome and amusing and it's just fun. I've talked to people from all over the world, like literally all over the world. Name a place, and I'm sure you have reached out on social media. So the fact that we're able to, have this sort of reach with people from every single part of the world, all walks of life, it's amazing. So I think that's what TK and the show has taught me, and I'm so glad that it turned out to be like this.
Yeah. I echo what Roman said, and it's I guess with Carlos and the image of Carlos to the world. I'll go with the image of Carlos to the world. Carlos's voice and character and presence is not just Carlos's. It's all Texan, Latinx, LGBTQIA plus members of all of those communities, and even people that don't identify with who are part of that community who aren't. It's whoever identifies with Carlos's heart. I think they can belong to him as well and belong with him as well. And so through this process of shooting Lone Star, through social media, through just the show itself, you learn that whenever I speak, I might be speaking for myself as Rafael, definitely for Carlos, but also to the millions of people who are watching Carlos, who will watch Carlos, and how they feel about it. So there's, for me, it's just the responsibility of saying something and meaning it whenever you're on set, because it's so easy to and I've caught myself once doing like not shooting, but I caught myself just being like, yeah, this is my life. You know, I get to do this, right? You got to get that thought out of your head,
because
this entire thing is a collaboration. This, like, even when you're a lone star, there's so many people doing so many things. You're playing with other people, but there's also the aspect that once this is shot, it's out into the world and it doesn't belong to you anymore. It doesn't belong to you anymore. That's another thing. It doesn't belong to you anymore. No matter how much, no matter how much you put out, no matter how much work you do, it'll be captured and then it belongs to other people. However, and they'll identify with it. They'll disidentify with it. They won't care. They will love it. I think at the end of the day, it's just put your best foot forward because the characters are doing the same freaking thing. They're always
echoes what I was saying. What I admire about you, and that's exactly how he handles it.
Thank you. I mean, that's everyone is just trying to put their best foot forward in every situation and everything that they do. And so I feel like that's something, we're just mirroring real life. And I think, especially, with first, also humility, playing a first responder, you really have to understand that they choose to take their lives, put it on the line and say, that's yours. I'll give mine before I allow you to give yours. And that's something that you have to understand it beyond just skin deep. You have to understand within your soul. So you can have that intensity, that audacity to show up, be ready, and do whatever it takes to get the job accomplished. Not only as the character, as the first responder, but also as the actor. The actor has to do that. And with social media, like I said before, my voice is mine plus millions of other people's that know me, don't know me, will know me, and that hopefully I'll meet one day. It's the knowing that responsibility, I think, gives you more grounding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just being aware,
Yeah.
There's an awareness that comes with this.
Yes.
Some people have it, some people don't. And if you're able to, harness the awareness, it's a very beautiful, fulfilling ride that we're on.
Yeah. Harness the awareness. That is something. Yes, the awareness you can always practice. Yes. Always practice. Being aware of what you do, what you say, how you think, how will it affect other people, especially now with COVID and the past 4 years with someone we call a president. That should not be. Exactly. My point exactly. In 3 days, baby. 3 days? 3 days. 3, 4 days?
3 days.
3 days. Thinking of how you affect other people and doing the right thing and always trying to, just always trying to do the right freaking thing.
It's true.
All right. So that was for us. That was for both of us. Now let's go into Tarlos. The Tarlos zone. Okay.
What's Tarlos?
Yeah, we're about to find out. Okay. How did you feel approach your character and their relationship for this season? Both knowing that they were becoming an official couple and the ups and downs for that, along with the popularity for the relationship amongst the fans. Nice question.
Great
Very
question.
nice question.
I think, to be completely honest, the same way I handled it from day one. Very much focusing on the work, very much focusing on the story that we're telling, very much focusing on the character. And then everything else is, for me at least, is a major bonus. It is a great luxury that comes along with this job, but I've always sort of stuck to my roots and sort of stuck to what I feel works for me. And it's just really, it's really laser focusing on the work. And I think if the work is good, everything else will follow. And you know, the fact that that Carlos and TK now are an official couple, it just makes my job more exciting and more interesting, because this is a new path that now I could follow and discover as an actor and as a character. So I always just, you know, I just stick to the basics, and I just very much, you know, I just really laser focus on the work and the story that we're trying to tell, and TK, you know, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and for me that's just a great pleasure and bonus to what we do. But I just, you know, I know what my job is, and that's all I have control over. And after that, everything is up to you guys, and you know, the editors and directors and all that shit. So I just always sort of stick to the basics. And I mean, episode 1 is insane. Shit! Can't be humble in this moment. Fuck! It's gonna be crazy. Oh my god.
So is it
Tomorrow
obvious
at 9 p.m.
Is it obvious that he's already watched the free? I have not watched it, so I'm like dying, and I hate him a little bit.
No, I haven't watched that. I just, you know, I can only imagine.
See the clips and stuff. All right.
I didn't watch it. No, not at all.
Look at that thing. So here's the thing. Going back to the question, how both knowing that they're becoming, how did you feel and approach characters? Okay, as Raphael,
nice
focus on the work. You know, just like Ron, just focus on the work. Just pay attention to what they're saying, what they're and also come in with ideas. Also come in with ideas. It's your responsibility, because that also shows how much, you know, effort you're putting into the character. But also, as Raphael, I get to annoy this mofo more often, since they're both in a freaking relationship now. And you know how you get in a relationship, people get more annoyed. They get more comfortable with each other. See, I can do things like that, whereas in the first season, I couldn't. So, okay.
No, you were very much annoying in season 1.
Wow.
Trust me.
Okay. Well, the truth comes out eventually. You're welcome. Okay. Okay. When the show first aired, I feel like this question has already been asked, but I feel like it will have a different meaning now.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure, absolutely.
When the show first aired, did you think Tarlos was going to have so much fan support? Has it impacted the way you portray your characters at all? I think that's a great question.
So part 2, no. It's sort of echoing the answer we just had. It's amazing. It's you know, but that's out of our control, you know, and that's sort of that doesn't sort of correlate when it comes to the work, you know, because I know that if the work is good and I give my all, I would hope that, you know, you guys enjoy it and sort of love it. So for me, that's hopefully always going to stay the same. Except for, you know, maybe one day I'm just going to like throw my hat on set and be like, "Where's my coffee, darling? And where's my cigarette?" That's probably not going to happen. But you know, one can only hope. But no, the part 1. What was the question? This hat is a life of it. This hat just takes a.
You see where he lives? That's exactly where he's at. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we're in a cabin.
When the
We're
show
just in a cabin. It's very casual.
Did you think Tarlos was so when the show first aired? Did you think Tarlos was going to have so much fan support?
Oh, the way it is, absolutely not. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Absolutely not. I did not. I could not even imagine this is what was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be a good show and a respected show because of the people involved. You know, 20th Century, Ryan Murphy, Rob Lowe, Liv Tyler, all those pieces were there. So I would hope that it was going to be great. But Tarlos? Yeah. Absolutely not. Especially the fact that it started November, December, 3 months before we premiered. It happened with the November trailer, which is bananas. So no, you guys caught us off guard for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Which also I feel like it speaks on the fact that people were yearning for that representation,
Guess so.
for those voices,
Very much so.
for that relationship.
Yes.
And you know when people, and also it talks about people that don't know that might have been wanting that sort of legitimacy to themselves, you know, because these are two LGBTQIA plus characters, two queer characters. You know, it's a biracial relationship. You know, it's a Mexican and a white dude. And well, but it's
part Jewish.
There you go. No, but what I mean to say is that there are a lot of couples that look like this. You know, there are a lot of couples that look like this,
and a lot of couples that look like Judd and Grace. So thank you, 911 Lone Star.
Yeah, and you know, and I guess it's. I mean, we're not you know. We're not a needle in a haystack. We're all over the place. So,
exactly.
but to see it in a monumental platform, which is Fox, which is network TV, which is primetime, baby. That's
crazy.
That speaks on the legitimacy of what it means to be, you know, yourself, and for those people. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I mean, it's true. Everything you're saying is so true. But no, I mean, I surely didn't expect this. Absolutely not.
No.
Maybe after a couple seasons, maybe. But goddamn, 3 months before the premiere.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. This goes to show how much. Also, the second question was, has it impacted the way you portray your characters at all? No, in the sense of the work that we have to do individually, but for me, yes, in the sense of I spoke about it before, the responsibility that comes with portraying that character, having that voice, so it has impacted the way I approach the work. Which is, I feel like it's just knowing that there is a responsibility, not worrying about it.
Yeah, he stopped being a diva after like episode 4.
It was very hard.
4 episodes.
It was very hard.
Miserable.
I need just a dosage of humility there.
Oh,
that's what I need.
You need a personal massage therapist, and you got manicures and pedicures.
You're very contradicting, you know. You're very contradicting.
Oh, he was horrible.
Go back 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes talking so eloquently
chain smoking,
of me.
Drinking. Oh my God.
What else was I doing?
Throwing brownies in his mouth.
Jesus.
It was
I do like sugar. That's
horrible.
the devil.
I can't believe that, you know, man, how did you even, it's crazy. There are no brownies in here. That's
we know. We know. Whatever. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, I like ooh.
Is there a Tarlos scene in season 2 that
Yes!
you love more
Yes!
than the police station?
Yes! What do you mean? I've been teasing it. There's 2. And this guy knows very much. We were talking about it last night.
Mm-hmm.
There is 2. There is 2. I can't tell you what episode, when it happens. But I truly think, and I hope I'm not amping it up too much, but again, it was. Hold on. Let me talk about these 2 scenes because I don't know if I felt this way work-wise since. First of all, cheers.
Cheers.
You guys have been literally consistently at 1,400 people.
Which is
I
impressive.
think over 10,000 people are going to watch
I'll
this.
tell you, it's impressive. You know, it's double of what our first live was. We only had like 17. No, not 17. 700. Like we stuck with 700. We started with 900 and then we stuck with 700.
Is that when we picked the questions out of the thing?
I think so.
Yeah. That was a fun one.
It was.
It wasn't a cabin though.
With books.
Whatever. So these two scenes in season 2, it was sort of that same feeling of being fulfilled as an actor, the way I was for the police station and the dinner scene. You know, there's a rare sort of moment when you sort of forget everything that's happening around you in the room. And you sort of forget that there's cameras and there's lights everywhere and that there's hundreds of people around you. And you're able to truly lock in on TK and Carlos. And, you know, it was a culmination of who our director was and the writing and obviously the situation of the scene that we're portraying, but it's very rare, and I'm so fucking blessed to have that happen now 4 times, you know, at least with this guy, and it's so crucial. I think the big thing is it's so crucial to the Tarlos storyline, that it was so heartbreakingly fun to portray, and I think you guys will know exactly what I mean. And it just felt so real, you know. It felt so real, and we were just, at least for me, I was lost. I was lost in that scene, and I was lost in the police station scene, and I was lost in the dinner scene. And you know, it's 99% because of this guy. You know, I haven't seen the scenes. I've heard that they're unbelievable, but I know that the work that we did that day, and I'm hoping the cameras were rolling, that they captured magic again. It's like what's the saying? It's a lightning in a bottle. Is that the saying?
Yeah,
I think right.
I mean, no, I don't know.
English for us is like what, third and second language.
Yeah.
I think it's lightning in a bottle. I'm sorry, we're a couple immigrants just sitting here. But
hey, cheers to that, motherfucker. Sorry, no substitution for motherfucker. Sorry.
Not too bad for some immigrants. I think we captured lightning in a bottle. I really do. Imagine we get a call, be like, we cut this.
Yeah. That fucking sucks. That sucks. Fuck. Then this entire thing just doesn't matter.
Those scenes were not good. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I mean, you know, they were okay, so yeah, but they just didn't work with the episode. But no, I know very much. I mean, we both heard that they're unbelievable.
Okay, I have a. Okay, so we're at 53. Let's give this question 2 minutes.
Okay.
Between both of us,
yes.
And then we're gonna end with a nice.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay. In 1 minute, if Tarlos was a cocktail, what kind of cocktail would they be, and which would be the 2 main ingredients? One for TK and one for Carlos.
Well, very easy. TK doesn't drink alcohol, so there we go.
Trick
He'd
question.
be a virgin. Ooh,
yeah.
He'd be a virgin mojito.
A virgin mojito.
Spicy and you know, rough, but actually very, you know, soft and pure. Oof. Wow. Don't quote me. That was nice.
And you know what? Carlos would be a sparkling water because he would accompany the non-drinking for TK.
Carlos
is that boring? What are you doing?
Carlos would be mezcal on the rocks with the flame on top. You know, when it shoots off the glass. But on the inside with like a couple of, you know, maybe like a cherry or like a raspberry, because he's really sweet on the inside, but on the outside he's fire.
Oh, fuck. All right, I got that answered for myself. All right.
Should we start our own cocktails? Those sound really
You should.
good.
It actually sounds
They
good.
sound really good.
I actually prefer mezcal over
Me
tequila.
too. Me as well.
The smoky.
Yes,
smokiness.
and it's made completely out of agave.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, thank you all so much for the questions. We're going to end with this beautiful question, and you know, we have 5 minutes. If Instagram cuts us off, it was great. We love you guys so freaking much. And just, you know, I'm saying this before we get cut off. We truly appreciate everything, literally everything that you guys show us, because you guys show us a new perspective of what Tarlos means. We help create it, right? We help bring it to life, but you guys see it and you guys identify it, and we love you guys for that. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all of the love. We've talked about it. We truly feel humbled, but I'll speak for myself. I truly feel humbled to be part of this immense ship that I keep saying. I hope it never finds.
I love that quote.
I hope it never finds mainland, so we can keep on sailing. And I mean that.
On your own?
Yes.
That should be on greeting cards. That's so fucking beautiful.
No, but it's true. It's true. Because essentially it's not, as we have learned time and time and again, it's not about two males, two men. It's about love between two people, and what that means to everybody else, because love is universal, correct? So I wanted to say thank you so much for all that you guys are, all the fan base, the community that you guys have, that we are a part of. It is extremely humbling, and I couldn't thank you enough.
Yeah, everything Rafa said, and you know, I've said this before. With the year that we've had, and when we weren't able to be working and sort of keep our minds off things, you guys, more often than not, have truly motivated me to wake up in the morning, to you know, sort of keep going, to stay, you know, motivated, to stay sometimes even very much alive, you know, and you know, when things felt like everything was just horrible and just awful, you guys have been my fuel, and you at the same time have been my anchor, and you guys ground me and pick me up at the same time, and that is a very beautiful place to be in, and I'm so happy that we can finally give you guys brand new episodes, brand new stuff to fall in love with, and to get super creative with, and we love you from the bottom of our hearts. We're going to continue to hopefully make you proud, make you happy, keep you entertained, and you know, hopefully one day the world gets a little better, and we could even meet a lot of you guys in person.
Yes.
And give hugs.
Yes.
And shake hands and
Yes.
give high fives.
Yeah.
I'm counting down the days for that.
Yeah.
So thank you, and we love you guys.
We do. One last thing. Remember, after Monday is what? Tuesday. Tarlos Tuesday.
Yes, I
911.
love this thing, man.
911 Lone Star Tuesday. Inclusivity Tuesday. Doesn't matter. However you feel, however you love, please share with us. Tag me in it. Tag Lone Star in it. I will be reposting the stories, the fan art, the statements that you guys make. Express yourself. Whatever language you speak, whatever language your heart speaks, share with us.
Yes.
We're very thankful for you, and
That's it. We'll see you guys very shortly. But tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Pacific time. It's finally here. You guys do not. not forget 911, 8 p.m. Pacific time. 2 hours of 911, baby.
Let's go! Come on! Come on! Let's do this together. Let's do this
Love
together.
you guys.
We love you.
Tomorrow, it's finally here. Let's go.
Besitos. Ah, beijo.
Yes.
Beijo
Give.
grande. Pessoal do Brasil, muito obrigado pelo apoio. Eu sei que todo mundo pede pra eu falar português. Tô falando português agora. Sou de Minas, mineiro, raiz, tamo junto. Beijo a todos, muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. Obrigado pelos fãs brasileiros, do mundo inteiro. O apoio seus, nossa, sinceramente, significa tudo. Significa tudo. Eu vi um comentário alguém falando muito obrigado por representar o Brasil aqui. Tamo aqui, cara, lutando, tamo aqui todo dia e amo vocês, nós amamos vocês. I said thank you.
Obrigado.
Beijo.
Bye.
Tchau, tchau.
We'll see you tomorrow on the big screen.
Oh yeah, baby, prime time, baby.